Hello, Dr. Anthony. My name is Fahad Jahangiri. My presentation is transplantation of organ from living human donor. Transplantation. Organ removed from person with surgery and placing into another person. Transplantation occurs because organ has been damaged or doesn't work. What is the living donation? Living donation takes place when a living person donates an organ or part of organ for transplantation to another person. The living donor can be family members such as a parent, child, brother, or sister. We call living related donation. Living donation can also come from someone who is emotionally related with the recipient, such as the good friend, spouse, and we call non-related donation. And in some cases, living donation may be even from a stranger, which is called anonymous or non-directed donation. My citation is Practical Decision Making in Healthcare Ethics, Chapter 15. Based on the organ appropriation of transplantation network data as of April 2020, in 2020 transplantation waiting list we had 83% for kidney, 11% liver, 3% heart, 1% lung, 2% to another. And transplantation performed in 2019 for kidney 23,401, liver 8,805, heart 3,552, lung 2,714, pancreas 143, intestine 81, lung and heart for together is just 45 people. But we have some ethical question about donation from living donors. How can we justify the harm done to the donor? Remove organ from living donor is just specifically to help to another person. Premium non nocere. That means first do not harm. How we can ensure the donor's consent is truly voluntary? Maybe donors is emotional pressure and conversion. Purchase of the organ from a living person. Somebody just sell his organ because they need the money. We doesn't know it's ethical or no. But there are some things that can reduce the number of donors. It looks like religion. In some religion, the transmit of the organ is illegal. They don't accept it. In the drama witness, when in the hospital I working, I see somebody's need to blood, but for surgery they should be give the blood several days before and keep for the patient for when he coming for surgery or she coming for surgery. But we doesn't know if they happen something as a emergency, what they can do it because they not acceptable another organ for another people. Or some another group, it looks like some group in the Russia or some in the Native American or Gypsy. Or another thing that it's organ donation is illegal in the some country. The reason is due to inhibition of organ trading. But another one is the pandemic. In the some pandemic, donation they become less and decrease the donation. And due to COVID-19 pandemic, in United States, a total of 5,725 living donor transplantation were performed in 2022, a decrease 22.6% over the record of the 7,397 set in 2019. In the United States, are more than 120,000 people waiting transplantation. Every day in the United States, 18 people a day die in the waiting for an organ to become available. This one, it was in my reference. Maybe in another reference you can see the another digit. What is the ethical issue of organ transplantation? The transplant team must be informed the donor of all the risks. What kind of the risk? Yeah, we have a lot of risks. The pain, infection, hernia, bleeding, blood clotted, wound complication, rare case death. Right now, the recipient must be also accepted the donor is placing himself at a great risk. No challenge in the medical and medicine is important as an organ transplantation, and much work has been done in this regard. The most important of which is the use to stem cell to produce the organ needed in the future. It is a way to prevent organ transplantation from one person to another. And in such a case, the probability of acceptance of the organ by the person is very high, considering that the sample is genetically similar to person, and also medical ethics is observed in it, and no other person is harmed. Cause of become an organ donor. Living donor can encounter health complication. Organ reject could happen for recipient. Allergen reaction to anesthesia. Heavy bleeding, pain, infection, pneumonia, blood clotted. Less than 2% need to back to hospital. 3 per 10,000 donor die in surgery. People can give certain problem after donation. And there are some pros of becoming an organ donor. It is possible for one organ donor to save lives. It offers people a second chance at life. It always for the potential of medical research advance. In personal knowledge of the study, as a people to go to the war to save the others of in his country. As in the early days of Corona, all jobs were shut down despite great fear, but healthcare continued to save the lives of their and they didn't care about their life. They put themselves and their family at risk. They can make their own decision, but what about the family? I like use the sacrifice instead of ethic. Organ donation is an example of sacrifice. Now it is up to you decided to the transplantation is ethical or not. There are some reference in here, and I want to say thank you for watch my presentation, and thank you Dr. Antoni. We had good semester with you. Thank you everyone.